Rutherford Issues on WGNS is presented by our friends at Murfreesboro, or Middle Tennessee Electric. Murfreesboro Medical Clinic helps on the big GTV side, but Middle Tennessee Electric powering our community for the last 90 years and reminding us, too, that better communication leads to better service. So keep that contact info current at mte.com so you'll never miss an update. We're going to talk about the Salvation Army today, and Sergeant George Keith is here, and it has been pretty busy last month for you guys, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. We stay busy now.
Yeah, year round.
Year round.
It never ends. But see, I know that last week was Beyond the Bells. Was it the 14th?
Yes, sir. It was Thursday, the 14th. We had our Beyond the Bells luncheon. It's a fundraiser. Our goal was $50,000. We were, I think, about $10,000 short of that. But as more online donations and checks come in,
sure.
We'll have a better number for you. But it was a great event, well attended. We had the chance to honor Smyrna Ready Mix as our Beyond the Bells honoree, and I think that's very fitting, as Smyrna Ready Mix has helped fund us for many years, and I don't think you can pass a high school or
right.
or anything in our community parks without that Smyrna Ready Mix sign up there. So they are a wonderful help to our community, and we wanted to honor their efforts and their commitment to the local community, even though they're a national brand now.
Yeah, we talk about that, and that's one of the taglines that we use when they're helping us with our Good Neighbor of the Day or whatever that might be, and locally grown but nationally known. And some of my Facebook friends, well, look what I saw in New York, or look what I saw down in in Panama City, Florida, and you just they're all over the place, but they continue to do great work here in our community. So that's awesome that you do that every year, kind of like a business spotlight, or just a spotlight on a person, maybe even too.
Yeah, a person or organization.
Yeah.
Last year was the Christy Houston Foundation. This year was Smyrna Ready Mix. So we try to honor those that have gone beyond the bells.
Yeah. Have you? Did you have some of those tear-jerking, videos, the personal stories about how the Salvation Army's made a difference? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to have those testimonials and the stats presented, so that we can show you on the stats what's happening, but behind each one of those stats is a story.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite stories. This was up in Nashville. The lady works for us now up in Nashville, I believe, but she, her son she went to the Salvation Army to get angel tree gifts, and on Christmas morning, the son was so happy, and he said to her, "Mom, I finally made it." And she said, "What are you talking about? What did you finally make?" He said, "I'm not on the naughty list anymore."
Wow.
And it's just like, boom, it's just the impact that this
wild.
community has through the Salvation Army is wonderful.
Yeah, that's one that probably got just about everybody there, didn't it? Yeah. Some of the things that you talked about, I mean, what were some of the highlights, some of the, I guess, if you will, statistics or programs that you highlighted last week?
So, of course, we have our shelter program with 35 beds, 4 family rooms, 12 men's beds, and 3 women's beds. We have our financial assistance, and then our food assistance. Today is the third Tuesday. That's when we hand out our food bags, and the impact that those had, but also our new music program, our youth music program that's been going on since January. And we had the chance for Miss Javea Jordan, she's a 6th grader in our program, to speak on what music means to her and how it has impacted her and how the Salvation Army programs have impacted her. And she did a very wonderful job.
Yeah. sometimes you never know in those kind of pressure situations, but that was an in-person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And she rose to the occasion. Javea
Nice.
attends our summer conservatory and our music arts once a month at Camp Paradise Valley, and she spoke on the importance that music has in her life. She also does worship dance as well, and she was a remarkable young lady for us.
Well, that's good. That and you know, the Salvation Army is kind of known for their I guess impact on youth or reaching youth with music.
Yeah. And we've started our music program. We started in January on Wednesday nights. And just this past Sunday, we had our spring music concert where the kids, we have about 11 or 12 in our program now. We're looking to expand it in the fall. But they had their music concert. We had one of them give a solo on the alto horn. And we had a trombone trio, and we also were assisted with the Cumberland Brass, which is our regional brass band.
Okay, so had I guess a lot to talk about, and several people made their way to that event. It's an annual event, right? At where was it held this year?
You talking about Beyond the Bells?
Yeah, Beyond the Bells.
Oh yeah, Beyond the Bells. Yes, it was at the View at the Fountains.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had the name escaped me, and so that's why it's been there for the last couple of years. So the music programs, does that carry over into camp, or is camp separate from that? How does that work? Because I know we're kind of coming up on summertime and camp time too, right?
Yeah. So we do have a music conservatory. We do have a music camp that we send kids to, and Salvation Armies from all over Kentucky and Tennessee send them to Camp Paradise Valley, which is the Salvation Army camp. It's on Dale Hollow Lake, just north of Dale Hollow Lake. Actually, the basketball court, the half-court line is the state line.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
so
wild.
Half of it is orange and half of it is blue.
Okay, well, I know which side I'd like to be on.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, that's kind of cool up there. And this is a camp that's really used year round for various things, I would assume, right?
Oh, absolutely. They rent it out. The divisional headquarters rents it out, but also men's camp, women's camp, older adult camp, and then once a month the youth from all over Kentucky and Tennessee come to practice and play music and sing as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are there camp opportunities coming up for local Rutherford County kids out there?
There are. We're looking to send at least 25 students to camp. Our camp, the week that we are allowed to go is June 15th through the 20th. So that's when our camp will be. And our camp appeals will be coming into mailboxes if they're not already there, but they can also give online on our website. We try to make this as low cost for the families as possible, if not free. So we want to send at least 25 kids to camp on scholarship there.
So you've got, do you have a certain number of campers that you can take? How does all of that work, and who goes on those trips?
So we can take as many. I think we can take as many kids as we can. That's logistically possible.
Sure.
But 25 seems to be about the amount that we can take logistically. But it's that camp, the June 15th through 20th, is open to the community, and any kids that are above. I believe it's first grade to 7th grade, I believe.
Okay, awesome. So if someone listening, maybe a parent, grandparent, looking for things to do this summer for the kiddos, and if the dates work out and all that kind of thing, I'm sure that's something they'd need to do fairly quickly.
Oh yeah. And I'm sorry, my wife is not with me, so I'm not sure what the cutoff date for that is.
Okay.
But at least
soon.
by June 1st.
Yeah.
And then later this summer we will be having our VBS in July. So
all right. So
plenty
June,
of
July.
opportunities.
Lots going
to get
on.
your kids in, and
Yeah.
in the impact that music has on them, and the Salvation Army is great.
We've got Sergeant George Keith with us from the local Salvation Army here this morning. You mentioned something about camp appeals in the mail soon. What is that?
So our direct mail appeals, I just wanted to let people that receive our direct mail appeals, they'll see that in their mailboxes if they haven't already. That's just, they can fill that out, and that's a chance for them to give so that a kid can go to camp, or we can get a backpack for the kid, or that sort of thing. I think you can also give online if you go to our website.
Okay. And that is SalvationArmyMurfreesboro.com. Website.
.org.
Yeah, it's something else.com though, I think, right? I think that's to sign up for Bell.
Yeah, the register to ring.
Registertoring.com.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of them. I just wrote it down wrong there. So, but look for that .org, SalvationArmyMurfreesboro.org, and help send a kid to camp, or maybe help send them back to school, because I mean, as quick as summer gets here, it's like it goes so quickly.
Right.
With that. So we've talked about camp coming up and Beyond the Bells. What else is going on that you want to bring up this morning?
So this past week has been National Salvation Army Week, and that's kind of why we've been so busy.
Yeah.
And actually today, in conjunction with Stepping Stones and Cold Patrol, we're putting on a Bridges Out of Poverty workshop to inform our community on kind of the myths of poverty, and so that people can get a better understanding of what those community members of ours that struggle month to month have to go through. Mm-hmm. So that's happening today, but also coming up, and that kind of closes out our Salvation Army Week. But coming up in the first week of June is June 6th. Now, June 6th is not only D-Day, but it is it's National Donut Day. And the Salvation Army has a wonderful tradition of donuts and serving our first responders and our military personnel. It goes back to World War I with our donut lassies, who flipped a helmet over and started frying up donuts in the trenches during World War I to feed the soldiers there in France. So we continue that tradition each June 6th by passing out donuts. This year, we wanted to kind of take that up a bit. We're having a car show, and it'll be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on June 6th. We'll have free donuts while supplies last. And it'll be a time to honor our first responders as well. So if
someone wants to come to the car show, grab a donut, is there any charge for that?
No.
Okay.
It's free for spectators. And just a heads up, I just got word today that the car show will be in our parking lot, and our parking lot isn't very big, so they have to park across the street in the TCAT parking lot. But come on, it's free for spectators. It's if you're interested in bringing your car in, it's $20 per car, and registration is when you come in.
Yeah, and TCAT's just a pretty easy walk. You don't have to cross the street, I don't think, from the TCAT if it's behind, or am I thinking wrong?
No, you have to cross the main street.
Oh, okay.
You have to cross Main Street, but it's
Main Street.
It's the end of Main Street.
Yeah, not New Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to cross New Salem. No.
Yeah, New Salem.
Which is even difficult in a car.
Isn't that the truth? So it's a pretty easy walk to get there from TCAT, which is right there at the corner of Old Fort and New Salem. And Main Street actually goes right beside, and I guess your address is actually on Main Street, right?
It is, yeah.
For the Salvation Army, despite the fact it's right there off of New Salem. So June 6th, I would assume that's a Saturday morning?
That is a Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday morning. First Saturday in June.
So the first Saturday in June is June 6th, and 9 to 2. And for the car show, I guess you're taking, entries for car show too, right?
Yeah, and please forgive me, Jason McLaren of the Classic Car Club is the one helping us put this on.
Okay.
And so he'll be and his team will be judging and registering the cars as they come in.
So they're the ones to get with about that. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, it's just when it's day of.
Oh, okay, day
Yeah,
of. So just
sorry.
show up. Okay,
Yeah.
so bring your classic cars out, and they're going to give away some trophies and all that kind
Classic
of stuff.
cars, or you can bring your minivan. I don't bring anything you like. We'd love to see them.
All right. Well, come on out. That is June 6th. We'll be telling folks about that. Appreciate you coming in this morning.
Absolutely, thank you.
A lot going on with the local Salvation Army. And again, salvationarmymurfreesboro.org, where you can find more information about what's going on here with our local Salvation Army. And my computer's doing all kinds of weird things, so I'm just going to end the show here. But we'll see you back here next time.